Oh, Lord. Okay.
All right, we got
This meeting is being recorded by the host or participants. Got it.
Cool beans. So how would you like to do it? Would you like to share your screen with me and me guide you along, or would you like me to share my screen with you and work that way?
I believe it's for this first session, I need to follow your screen.
Okay. Here we are in CorelDraw. All right. We have our, can you see my screen?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
Now up here in the top left corner, without anything selected at all, that shows the size of your workspace, which is this area represented by the box here.
Okay.
I just got mine set on 26 by 22. So 26 is 13 2 times, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And 22 is pretty much, I like to do not all over shirts, but front shirts, that designs that cover the front of a shirt, you know what I mean?
Right.
So first, what you want to do is click on your Atlanta Falcons, and you want to size it to the size that you would like it to be.
Okay.
And if you're putting it on a what you putting it on?
Let's say extra large shirt or a 2X.
All right. So I would make it kind of big, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I would make it like 11 by 14.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Next, what we want to do always when we're converting a vector image, you know it's a vector image because, I mean, when we're converting a regular PNG or JPEG image, as you zoom in, you see the pixels in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to right click on it and we want to convert it to a vector, but it doesn't say convert to vector. So we got to go to outline trace and then go to clip art. So outline trace and clip art.
Okay.
Now inside this screen, you have a few options. You know, you can crank up the detail if you would like, crank up the smoothing, but as you notice, as you play with these options in here, that's going to change the image. So what I typically do is I get to this screen, and the only thing I may do is remove background and then delete original image. I have both of those checked.
Okay.
I don't even touch the detail or the smoothing, you know, unless I feel like it's gonna work. But then if I do it, let me show you. If you do the detail, like right now, it looks great. But if you
It looks great, yes.
If we push the detail up, it still looks great. But as you can see, it added tidbits, it added extra stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just hit cancel. I right click on it again, outline trace, clip art, let it do its magic. Make sure you got delete original image, remove background, and then hit OK.
Okay.
Now, when we zoom in on this,
it looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't pixelation. We can blow this up now and put it on the side of a building if we wanted to. You know what I mean?
That looks nice.
All right. So next, what we want to do is, while it's still highlighted, you know that it's highlighted because it has the boxes around it. If we click on a white area, any white area in our workspace, we have just deselected it. There's no white boxes. I mean, there's no black boxes around it. But if we click back on the black, we see the black boxes.
Yeah.
Now these black boxes do a lot in terms of helping you to understand what you have selected and what you don't have selected. If we hover With the hawk still selected, if we hover over a white arrow, a white area, we see we have the black arrow, correct?
Correct.
If we hover over anywhere inside of the design, you see there's this crosshair that pops up.
Yes.
It's gonna pop up over the red. It's gonna pop up over the white, pop up over the black. It's gonna pop up over this entire design because it's still all together.
Okay, okay.
So we need to right click on it and ungroup all objects.
All right.
So those are your first initial steps always. Click on the image, clip art it, outline trace, turn it to a clip art, and then ungroup everything. You know what I mean? Ungroup all objects. So
Yes.
now that we have that, you're going to do that to every image you pretty much use. You got to do those few steps. Now we got it at a vector. So when we click on this white, watch what happens. We still have the boxes around the entire image, but then we have these little nodes that popped up. These little.
The nodes.
Yeah, you can see them on yours as well?
Huh?
You can see them on yours as well?
Yes, I see them.
Okay, so the nodes. So now, if we hover over the black, you can see there's the arrow, which means that we don't have that black selected.
Not selected. Okay.
If we hover over the red, let's zoom in, hover over the red, the arrow is there.
Not selected.
Only thing we have selected is that white that we clicked on. As you can see, when we hover over the white, we get the crosshair.
Mm-hmm.
The crosshair is going to allow you to click and drag it where you want it. You know what I mean? So we pretty much just drag that out the design. And I'm gonna Control Z to put it back. Control Z, which is undo. We're gonna put that back. We're gonna change it to gray so we can see it.
Okay.
When I'm working with white, I like to change white to another color so that I can remember that it's white. You know what I mean? Or I can remember that there's a color there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I have a white workspace. Anything that's white, I don't know. I like to change it to a different color, but then before I cut it out or whatever, I know it's white. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so we got it sized to all right, let's jump into the selection tools. So you're not going to use all of them right away. You're just going to use the ones that you're most familiar with. This top one to the left here is called the pick tool. It's going to allow you to highlight your design. It's going to allow you to highlight pieces of your design. It's going to allow you to highlight just parts of your design. For instance, if we take this pick tool and we draw a square around everything, it just selected everything. We know that because we got the crosshair over everything. When we hover over everything, we have the crosshair. We even have it right here in the white space because we have this whole, well, oh, what happened? Oh, all right, so we even have it, no, not in the white space, but inside the design. So we got everything, right?
Yeah. We can move it.
You can move it. But if we take and hover over just this head piece right here, it only selected this part there.
Wow.
So.
Oh, the pick tool. So it just picked that particular piece. Okay.
Yep. So because everything else was not inside of the defining box, it's not going to select everything else. It's only going to pick out what you select. So if we put the box around there, it's only going to pick that out, and now we can move it. For instance, if I'm trying to grab this wing and I go down this far, it's not going to let me grab anything because I don't have anything of nothing fully inside this box. It's just going
to gotcha. Yes. Okay.
well, got this little piece right here. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That little piece right there. I'm gonna just weld that to this black right here. To weld it, we'll click on. Do you have that little piece on yours?
I don't see mine anymore.
Your what?
My CorelDraw. I'm just like, I only see yours.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I just clicked on this little piece. I left clicked on it. I hold down shift, select the
Okay.
black, and weld it by using the weld
Okay.
function up here.
Mm-hmm. Welded. Welded. And they automatically push the other piece there.
Yep,
Mhm.
they weld it together because now if we drag it out, that's together, that little piece. But we can also click on this black, hold down shift, click on this black,
That black. Huh?
continue to hold down shift and click on this black.
And then boom.
Now we have all three of them selected. Let's
Well,
weld together. Boom. There we
boom.
have it.
Yep.
And now what we can do is it's pretty much ready for stones. You know, we have our defining layers. We have our black, which we're going to put the stones in there. We have gray, which we may put stones in there depending on if they fit. You know, the rhinestones have to fit because they're a certain size in millimeters already. So let's start on the gray. We're going to click on the gray. Over here in our design wizard, we have all of these tabs here. The tab you're going to use the most is the place and fill tab.
Okay.
Place and fill tab, as well as the edit tab, the template tab, and the mockup tab. You're not going to use them all at once, just one at a time. Right now, we're using the place and fill tab. And this is where you place and fill the designs with rhinestones. So right here, we know we wanted the rhinestones inside the design or inside the object that we just chose. We just chose this gray here. Click, boom. We know we want to add stones. Now, for the most part, you're not going to change the islands for now. You know, you're not going to change the space. You're not going to change this fill line spacing unless, well, yours doesn't say automatic. So I changed mine to automatic because it just works, you know, but I believe it was originally 0.14. All right. Here at the contour spacing, this part is important. 0.075. Always. To place rhinestones on the inside of an object. Right there up against the line. It's always, ooh, I got the hiccups. It's always 0.075. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. After this, you know, when you call me, I can pretty much walk you through these numbers here, or you can rewatch the video, and then we'll save them down here. That way, you don't always have to input these numbers here. The only number we changed was this contour spacing to 0.075. You know what I mean?
Okay. And that's on anything I do. It needs to be at
0.075. Yeah. Here's why.
Okay.
Here's why. I mean, as you get more knowledgeable on the software, there's going to be times where you change it. You know what I mean? But as a beginner, just starting out, 0.075 works for whether you're putting stones on the inside of something or on the outside of something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we're going to take this falcon. We're going to click on this gray. We're going to do we had it set up as one island to the inside, add stones, and we're just going to hit island fill here. After we hit island fill, we want to hit clear the paths and merge overlapping stones.
Oh, wait, clear the path is which one?
down here in the bottom left,
Oh, that thing. Okay. Clear the path.
and then merge overlapping stones. It's this one that looks like two white circles merging into a blue circle.
Okay.
When you highlight an object in the design wizard, at the bottom, it pops up and lets you know what exactly it is. So as I'm hovering over this merge overlapping stones button, as you can see right here at the bottom of it, it says merge overlapping stones.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Okay. Yes. Right click, set tolerance.
Yep. Or if you hover over the color sapphire, it says sapphire down there.
Oh, okay.
And sapphire is, you know, up here
Underneath their TRW's number.
Yep.
Okay.
So whatever you do inside the Design Wizard 5.0 Pro, if you hover over it, it tells you what that button is, enhanced view.
Perfect.
Now, when you click back over here to CorelDraw, in CorelDraw, when you hover over something, it automatically pops up, mirror vertically. You see it?
Yes.
So sometimes I got confused thinking that, you know, I'm over here and it's gonna pop up directly in front of me. And Design Wizard is at the bottom and CorelDraw pops up directly in front of you.
Okay.
All right. So
all right.
Back to our last move. Whenever you use one of these fields, you're gonna immediately right afterwards, you're gonna clear the paths and merge overlapping stones. It's like a 3-step process. Path fill or hatch fill, clear the paths, merge overlapping stones. Island fill, clear the paths, merge overlapping stones. Whichever one you do, you want to clear the paths and merge overlapping stones.
Clear the path, merge over the stones.
Yep.
Merge overlapping stones.
Overlapping stones.
Okay.
All right. I'm just going to change these circles to green, or the stones to green. And now we see what we have. I'll change it to yellow, make it a little more visible. So that's what it gave us, pretty much, filling in that design.
Wow. Interesting.
Yep. So we have a little bit of work to do, or we can try a different fill method. So I'm going to click on one stone. Up here on the right of the Design Wizard, you have these 3 buttons here. One of them is left click, same size and color. The next one is left click, same color, which means it's going to select all of the color of the same color. And then the farthest left is same size, same color. Left click, same size. So if I click on one and I just left click on this far right, same size and color, it's going to select all of those yellow rhinestones. Now when you're switching back and forth from Corel to Design Wizard, right now we just performed a action in Design Wizard, and we want to delete those stones in CorelDraw. We just can't hit delete because we're still pretty much technically in the Design Wizard. To get back over here without deselecting any of these stones, you want to click here, up here in this area. Up here, not anywhere in the white workspace, because if you click in the white workspace, you automatically deselect them. So click on one, select all, click in this area here, which now you're back in CorelDraw. You know, now everything is still selected. You can hit delete. Boom.
Okay.
Now what we want to do, we want to try a different field. I think we might have did an island field last time. Let's try a hatch field.
Okay, hatch field. Whoa.
Clear the paths, merge overlapping stones. Now hatch field gave us a better job. Like, you know what I mean? The stones are not all over the place. You know what I mean? It's an easier
Mm-hmm.
cleanup job than what we previously just had. So right now it's a pretty much of moving the stones around to get them where you want them in a design. And we have all of these tools over here for this. So what I like to do is I like to start off by cleaning up I like to call it the riffraff in the design. As you can see right here, this one is off. I know it's off. I can see that it's off. Let me go and delete that. I'll delete this one too. That one is off.
Mm-hmm.
That one is off. That one is off.
When you're deleting, are you just hitting the delete key on the laptop, on the computer?
Yeah, I'm just clicking on the stone and just hitting delete.
Okay.
I'm just clicking on it and hitting delete, clicking on it, hitting delete, click. So I'm just going through here, cleaning out everything that is not lined up already. See, they tried to make it a double line there, so I'll Control Z. I'll leave that like that, because that's not bad. We're gonna fix this curve when we get to it. But right now, we just took out all of those ones that were not, they just didn't look in line, right?
Yes.
So now what we want to do is, I'll start right here. I'll click on that one. I'll hold down Shift. You want to continue to hold down Shift for this entire process. Click and hold Shift, and then select the next one in a row, and the next one, and the next one. You're still holding down Shift as you select each one of these in the row.
Oh, okay.
Still holding down Shift. I'm just selecting them down the row as I go. I'm zooming in and out, of course, so that I can see where I'm at. But it's easier to see the stones when you zoom in. So I got all of that right there. From there all the way to there, I got them all selected. Now, right here next to the clear the pass button, there's a replace stones to make spacing equal. Wow. So now
it's smooth. Everything is in the same line.
Yep. But then we have this up arrow here on the right where we can click, 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 click. We're adding stones to that row.
Oh, okay. Wow.
We're pretty much adding stones to that row. And hold down Shift and clear the path when we're done. And it gets rid of that black line that was in there.
Wow, that's so nice.
All right. So this one was all, we can just delete that. Cool. I can probably just grab this one and slide it over just a little bit visually. Right here, I can click on this stone and follow the same steps. Hold down Shift, and let's go up this row here. You don't even have to go all the way up the row, just enough to where you can blend the stones. And then let's blend them like so by hitting the replace stones to make spacing equal.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
We can add one stone, and that looks good. Shift, hold Shift, and clear the paths. Boom. Now we got that. Let's do it again for this row here.
Okay.
Hold Shift and select. I like to select typically about 10 or 15 stones to give it that equal spacing look. Hit the equal spacing, and then it looks like we can add a stone. Let's add a stone. That looks good. Hold Shift and clear the paths. That row right there looks good. All of those look good. Let's move this one into place by just grabbing it and dragging it. And let's repeat that same process for this little curve part here. Click on this one. Hold Shift, select that one, that one, that one, that one, and let's even go that one.
And now the line.
Replace stones to make the spacing equal.
Yes.
Let's add a stone.
Add a stone.
And I think that looks good right there. You
Yeah.
add one more, it looks crowded, so I'll take it back. I hold shift and clear the path. Now, typically what I do here is I look at it. I say, hold on, I can nudge this red one in and actually move this yellow one over. Boom, that's good. I can grab this one, holding control. Control allows you to move objects in a straight line, left or right. So shift allows you to group objects together, and control allows you to move objects in a straight line. So holding control, I'll just move this stone over on that same line and do the same thing to that one up there. Do the same thing to this one. Holding control and just dragging it over.
Move it straight across.
Move it straight across. Because now I can do it back that way and place a stone there by dragging and right clicking without left clicking, without letting go of the left. Boom.
Drag and right click.
Drag and right click. Yep. It's like an automatic copy. It's like a stamp.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boom. All right, so we got that. We got that curve. Look, we missed, well, let's do it like this. Let's fix it right here to where that actually comes down to there.
Okay.
This one, delete that one, delete that one. Even delete those two. How did my hiccups go away and then they came back? Hold on. We're gonna drag this one right down using the control. Well, let's put it right in the center, like so. Now we can hold shift, and let's select all of these up into there, equal spacing, and let's add those stones back in there. Hold shift and clear the paths. Now let's redo this line. I'm just holding shift, selecting them all so I can add equal spacing between them. Let's add one. That looks great. Clear the path. All right, we got all of that done.
Nice.
We got this little curve here, which I'm just going to drag the stones by holding control right onto that.
Control.
Okay, we got 10 minutes left.
Okay. We did pretty good.
Oh yeah, we're gonna finish this design in 10 minutes because you'll be able to go back and watch the video and follow along. Even if I speed up, you'll be able to go back and watch the video and follow along. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'll have the video to you, and as long as it probably takes about a half an hour to render, and then I'll be able to send it to your email.
Okay.
All right, I'm dragging it over, holding control and just dragging it over. All right, that looks good for this line right here.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And by holding control, they all fit pretty much in that line. All right, so here we're going to hold control and just drag it over. Boom. And right here, we're just going to freehand this and put it right here. Visually.
Wow. Okay. That was smooth.
What we're going to do now is we're going to hold control on this top one and drag it all the way over, and we're going to stamp it over here on this side.
Okay.
It looks like it's on that same exact plane, which I'm gonna leave it there, but I'll delete this one. Hold control and drag this one over just a little more into that curved part right there. And you're gonna love this. I love this button right here, but it's not on the place and fill screen. It's on the edit screen. I think it should be on the place and fill screen, but it's not. It's on the edit screen. So we have to switch to the edit screen. And it's midway down. It's called the fill between two button.
Okay.
Or how to use this, you click on one dot.
Click on the other one.
well, you got to hold shift and click on the
Oh,
other
you
one.
got to, okay.
Remember, shift allows you to select multiple objects.
Yes.
That's going to be, you're going to use shift a lot to select multiple objects. So we click on one, hold shift, click on the other one, and we fill between two. It fills that whole row for us, just like that.
Nice. Are
Typically,
you able to make that 2 rows, or it have to be just 1 row?
oh, we about to make it 2 rows. We about to right now. But typically when you use fill between two, it makes the stones kind of tighter than what you want them to be. So right after you fill between two, you can use these arrows here to do a -1 stone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just give them a little breathing room. So I just hit it twice, just opened them up a little bit.
They look better.
Oh yeah. Hold shift and clear the paths. Now we're going to do it again using this row. Click on one stone, hold shift, click on the other one, fill between two. See how tight it made them compared to the row above them?
Yeah.
And we're going to knock it back one. And then we're going to shift and clear the paths. That looks good. We got that top row done. We got this wing done. Well, right here, we can just pretty much eyeball this and put a stone there and put another stone there. And then move this, delete this stone and just equal space this row here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That looks good. We can even drop a stone here and drop another stone here. Boom. That looks great.
Yeah.
See, now this row right here, we can make these tighter, you know? Let's see here. Click, click, click. I'm just grabbing them all, equal spacing, making that row tighter, even though it's overlapping. About right there. Because then I'm about to do it again with this row here. I can't, okay. All right, so that's not gonna work. So I'm just undoing it to go back. We got to do it like we did the other rows, where to make it visually appealing, I'd rather just delete this row here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just go with a straight line row from here, because the stones just won't fit. Sometimes a lot of people be like, can you do this design? Or can you do that design? Just depends on if you can get the stones to fit visually, how it's gonna look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom. We can get another row in there by grabbing this whole row right here, especially if you're sublimating it. If you're sublimating it, you can put the rhinestones right directly on top of the ink. So we'll grab this row and we'll just nudge it in just a tad bit.
Okay.
Then we'll grab this row, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of people, they're going to be doing sublimation in vinyl. You can't put rhinestones on top of vinyl, so you just got to use what you got to get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
I think right now I'm doing more sublimation than vinyl.
Oh yeah. Sublimation is easier too. And
because it's easier.
And you can do more colors. So
yeah.
There we have it. We just gonna click on this stone and select all of those in this row, and you know, do our equal spacing, add the stones back in there. It's looking perfect. All right. Now I would even go up and hold control, just drag these up into that area there. And drag this one to the corner. You're going to use your equal spacing a lot after you move some stones and you look at it and you're like, hold on. Nah, I can redo that line. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, if you're a perfectionist like me, you know, you'll spend time on this part because, you know, once you complete this part, you only need to do it once. to make 1,000 shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Correct.
So I tell people all the time, every time I have a training class, like sometimes some designs you might spend weeks on, you know what I mean? Getting the stones in the right spot, because it's like a puzzle. It's like a digital puzzle that you're putting together with circles. But then once you get it done, you can cut it out, you know. You only got to cut it out once, you know what I mean? And then you can brush the stones in as many shirts as you want to, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
or even start making transfers to sell to others, you know?
Yes. Yes.
So I take my time on this part, making sure all the circles are right and how I want them to look, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So right now what we're going to do is, all right, so in order to grab these stones here and move them, I can't just go in there and draw a box around them unless I start from a white area. If I start from a white area, I can go in there and grab them. If I try to start from a black area, I'm not going to do anything except move the black.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to use your pick tool, you have to come from a white area and go into the design. And I'm just highlighting this row of yellow here. To make it easier, actually, I'll delete this one and delete this one. And then just go in there and select this row,
Mm-hmm.
hold Control and drag it over.
Wow.
Now,
Nice. Nice.
also, since I still have them all selected, I should be able to equal space. Boom. Let's add a stone. Boom. We're going to hold down Shift and clear the path, but they're still selected. So now we can grab them, hold Control, and drag them over.
Boom.
Step it. Let's
Nice.
slide it over a little more. Perfect. Now we got that line done. We can go in there again. We can do the same thing to that row, but we can just, why the hiccups going?
Oh.
I'm just deleting them because now I'm about to click on one, hold Shift, click on the other one, and fill between two. Shift and clear the path, and I'm about to do it again here. Fill between two. Boom. And clear